Fall is in the air. Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3, presented by Lowe's. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is the running back. He's loose, and they're not gonna catch him. 27 yards on the rushing touchdown. The Bengals are going to come away with the victory. They win it by 3 scores. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos as they play host to the LA Rams. And it's Kyron Williams. He's going to find a seam and take it in, 9 yards on the score. The Rams get the victory in the battle of unbeatens. Early season injuries starting to pile up. Here's the injury report for Week 3. The top story this week comes from the Las Vegas Raiders and their pass rusher extraordinaire. It was an injury that didn't look good, and it turns out it's a dislocated ankle. He'll likely be sidelined for about a month, possibly even a little less than that. A number of fine performances around the league here in the first month of the season. Time now to name the Player of the Week for Week 3. And we'll spotlight this man, Bryce Young. He was dialed in when leading his guys to victory in Cleveland, running the offense as well as can be with 4 touchdown passes. A look now at this week's top performers in the NFL. From there, we give you a look at the league leaders in rushing through 3 weeks of play, some of the usual suspects populating this list. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitors' sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys coming off a win to push their record to 2-1 here in the first month of the season. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Yeah, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception. He wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Flush to his right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
It's a gain of 6. And the Jaguars first down.
First carry for James Conner. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First down, Jaguars.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And Thomas has it. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bengals' 35-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. This defense for the Bengals, and they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
On play action, Lawrence. Oh, Conner loses it. And the Bengals grab it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, of jarring at 3.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop it. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
15 yards there for number 15. Now a first carry for their fullback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Jaguar first down.
They run behind center with Connor. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A check on the numbers last week for Connor. 17 carries, 128 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now the former Syracuse man, LaQuint Allen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
46-yard line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got this down to the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
Come on, back. 52 blue.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. You look at this Jaguar defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go. 50, green.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Set, ready, set.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Muscles by at the 25. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Here's Jones. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 2nd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Connor up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the counter, it's Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Genty. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 37.
Jamar Chase is so good. Oftentimes you feel like you almost take him for granted because you expect 1,000 yards or more each and every season, and that's exactly what he's done since he became a Bengal.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
2nd and 2. At the 28-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And just a couple of yards there down to the 17.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want...
And he's in! Touchdown, Bengals! Ashton Genty with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's Parker Washington. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Jaguars 28-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Man open, here is Jones. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Antonio Johnson on the coverage.
Back to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much, and you forget the other options that are out there.
Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance. but rejected by the bar. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our look around the NFL starts now. Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. It's the Browns at home to take on the Steelers in a physical matchup in the AFC North. And this is DK Metcalf. We see so many of these, a run-pass option. They go for the pass, and it was the right decision. And that's a 61-yard touchdown grab. The Steelers get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they play host to the LA Rams. And this is the reigning league MVP, Matthew Stafford. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. The Rams have the lead at the half in the battle of unbeatens. Lastly, let's get a jump on who might be the Week 4 Player of the Week. It's our impact player, and it happens to be this man. And it's Josh Downs. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. It's a 48-yard.
Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
But this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
That is Josh Hines-Allen getting in there to bring him down. 2nd and 14. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ready. 10 black. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
The 43-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten the yard down to the 16. Now 2nd and 9.
At the 16-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And the Bengals grab it. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Come on, set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And room there to work it inside the 25. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And the Bengals are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
4 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Here we go.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in.
And he'll get it down close to the...
Shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
Here's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
The Bengals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. They'll start on the ground with Genty.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Right back to Genty on first down.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
38. Jaguars 20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, set, cut.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Jaguars offense and their veteran running back James Conner ready for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
It's Conner as they stay on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. That's caught by Myers.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Now Lawrence.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. In motion right here, Washington. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st down, it's Genty. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bengals are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter. And the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. This offense making its way out, and in the meantime, let's take a look at their upcoming schedule. A break is finally within reach as they have only a couple more games to get through before their bye week arrives. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
And it's third down.
Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That is 3 plays and out. It's fourth down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Lawrence's pass intercepted. Turnover on downs.
Let's go now.
On the give, Genty. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ashton Genty. Rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Though definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Now come for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bengals, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is. One month down, and what a month it was. I'm Scott Hanson, and this is your Week 4 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap presented by Lowe's. Lots to get to this week. We start in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this is Ashton Jeanty. He'll take it all the way, 26 yards, it's a touchdown. The Bengals are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. From there, why don't we go to South Philly? Look in on the Eagles as they play host to the LA Rams. And this is the reigning league MVP, Matthew Stafford. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Rams get the victory here. They win it by 10. Time for a look at key injuries a quarter of the way now into the new NFL season. The big news this week, the Cleveland Browns and their young running back. He's going to have to work through an injury to his leg. The news, maybe not as bad as originally feared, but he may be on the shelf for 3, possibly 4 weeks. The first month of games wrapping up, so let's give out the Player of the Week honors for week number 4. Here he is, Bo Nix. He was dynamite in the road win in Santa Clara. He threw for more than 300 yards and had 4 touchdown passes to boot. The Broncos bounce back from the loss in Week 3. They move to 3-1 with the W. Here now, a look at the rest of this week's top performers around the NFL. Next up, kind of an underappreciated stat, but let's give some defenders some love. Here are your NFL leaders in tackles through 4 weeks of play. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. So that'll do it for us. 1 month of the season is in the books, and it will only get better from here. Until next week, I'm Scott Hanson. Good night from EA Sports. Hi, everyone. Scott Hanson in the Orlando studios, and this is your Week 4 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap, presented by Lowe's. Lots to get to this week. We start in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, and it's Ashton Genty. This'll wind up a touchdown. The Bengals have no problem in this one. They win it going away. Next up, let's get a look at what's going on between the Rams and Eagles up at the Link in Philly. And this is the reigning league MVP, Matthew Stafford. He had it going. This, one of his 4 touchdown passes on the day. The Rams get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. Time for a look at key injuries a quarter of the way now into the new NFL season. The big news this week, the Cleveland Browns and their young running back. He's going to have to work through an injury to his leg. He'll likely be sidelined for about a month, possibly even a little less than that. The first month of games wrapping up, so let's give out the Player of the Week honors for week number 4. And we'll hand the award to this man, Bo Nix. He was dynamite in the road win in Santa Clara. He threw for more than 300 yards and had 4 touchdown passes to boot. The Broncos have little problem here. They run away with a dominant win. And briefly, a look here at the full quartet of offensive and defensive top performers. Next up, kind of an underappreciated stat, but let's give some defenders some love. Here are your NFL leaders in tackles through 4 weeks of play. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.
A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. On the visiting sideline, the Bengals and their head coach. These guys one of the last undefeated standing this season, 4-0. Facing off with him, there's Jeff Hafley, head coach of the Dolphins. His guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Kate Scott, joined by my partner Brock Hewitt. This is punter Bradley Pinion to get us started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? How do you look nervous on that stage? And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 15 carries, 74 yards. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They'll work against the blitz. And with a man all over him, he just can't bring it in clean. It's an incomplete pass, and that brings up 3rd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Dolphins' 8-yard line.
They're throwing it. And that's exactly what they needed to begin this game. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 4th through the air this season. Well, they just make it look so easy every single week, Brock. And right away, the league's best offense right back into the end zone.
And on the other side for this defense, Kate, it's going to be a long one if they don't find some resolve and hit them in the mouth. This is an offense that finds itself just getting better, more rhythmic, more confident as the game goes along. You better find a way to slow them down.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Sent right down the middle and good. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. Calling the shots at quarterback, the fifth-year dual threat out of Liberty. Here's Malik Willis.
Count me. I'll raise my hand. I'm really interested to see what this is going to look like. The league's best defense and how you go about as a quarterback attacking them. I know this. You've got to be on point because this defense makes you earn everything.
Back at the 23-yard line.
Now Willis looking to throw on second down. Catch made right side by Bell. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here's Willis to the air. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short, so expect a punt coming up here on 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Like turn them against their own team. They're quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they can start to murmur and might even hear a few birds.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now pressure coming. Brought in left side by Jones. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. And that's going to give Cincinnati the first.
It's a gain of 20.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock. And that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the first down, too. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. And you want to get that century mark.
Yeah.
That's a number that running backs are proud of. And stacking runs like that will sure help.
And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
He was taken down.
That almost felt like an instant replay of his previous run, Brock. Another great opening created up front. And he said, thank you very much.
And this offense totally in the driver's seat. You want to try to run it back a third time?
What a run. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, nobody's been able to get the better of these guys this season, Brock, and we are seeing all that confidence they've built up translate into an early 6 points there.
And I'm glad you frame it that way because I'm not the biggest fan of momentum, certainly week to week, but in a game, the trust and that confidence you mentioned, it does come to life in streaks like these.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. It's a 14-0 game here early.
14. Dolphins nothing.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game.
Come on. Hit. Hop. Ready, go.
Willis to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Working on second down. Willis He takes it himself. And he'll give himself up to end the run. That's going to move to 6. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Willis. It is caught left side. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
There is so much on the plate with linebackers in today's game, running sideline to sidelines, covering deep, but in this case, yeah, making a sure tackle on a big tight end behind the line.
Throwing is Willis. This one's misplayed and falls to the ground. Incomplete, and now it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and the 11.
Man in motion here. Third and long for him here. Looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. Jalen Carter. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now. They'll punch it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. Jones out there to return it. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Having gained about a handful there. Stopped by Chop Robinson.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
He's brought down by Trey Moore. A 3-yard pickup.
Third and just 2 to go. They give it to him again. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. Blake Washington will return this for the Dolphins.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the offense is there to recover, but they're still stuck inside their own 10.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of one here. Our score, 14-0. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long.
18 Cardinal.
Willis. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and long.
Willis now. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackled by someone who had over 600 stops in his 6 seasons as a Bengal. That's Jermaine Pratt.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw now. That's completed right side. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. First down from the 42. There's a dive up the middle, and they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
And not able to corral this one. That's going to be his second drop of the game. It brings up third down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And another off his hands and incomplete. This time, Brock, the defender forced it out. That's going to bring up fourth down. Field goal unit coming on. Looks like the Bengals will sell for 3. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
So some quick math up here in the booth. 2 points on the safety, another 3 on the ensuing field goal. Not a bad series of events if you want to be the ones that control the momentum in the lead.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And they come back after the field with something to prove, Brock. You've told me before that it is embarrassing to give up a safety.
It's a little hard, Kate, to run off the field and look at your defensive mates as you've given up 2 points on offense. So, yeah, the last thing they want to do is do that again and instead turn this momentum around.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Willis. Here's a screen for Achane. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, he's in trouble, but he's not going to get away. Brought down at the 12. That is Chris Jones. And that forces this offense into a 4th and 20.
Kate, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit. Because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate, but it's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Back to the well again. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. Another punt brings Johnny Hecker back to the field. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. The Miami offense headed out there now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet. It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Running back sent in motion. The play fake, now Willis to throw. Pressure gets there, the defense gets home, he's dropped at the 14. That's Jones again. His 8th sack this season, Brock, his 2nd of this ball game. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Willis looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Here's Willis on 1st and 10. Now with 6 completions in his first 10 attempts in this game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Complete to number 1.
Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Gets him on the in route. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33.
It's a gain of
1st and 10 here for Willis. That last play giving him 8 completions on his 12 attempts.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Finds his back, Achane. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock at 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 24-yard line.
They'll work against the blitz. And the rush is going to win this rep. They get to him. That's Jones again.
Chris Jones.
The 2nd time that they have brought him down on this series.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half, and you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
Complete to Devon Achane. A 2-yard gain.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. Facing 4th down, Dolphins bringing out the field goal unit. This is going to be Riley Patterson to do the honors. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get a smidgen closer as it's down to 16. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Set to kick off.
On the return, here comes Reed. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down Bengals.
16 yards.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Bengals have a 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on 1st down. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Finds him on the crossing route. They get him to the ground, but boy, a gain of about 25 before they did. And that's going to be good for a Bengals 1st down.
It's a gain of 25.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first.
Bengals.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Setting up to throw. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready. 53. Ready.
From the red zone now. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. Hughes hauled to the ground. Final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Hey, look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home to that side.
It is there, and that breaks up the completion. Quick reaction there to apply that contact. That's going to force 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun. Caught near the goal line.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jalen Coker scoring there to end an 8-play drive. Now the PAT try coming up. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And the lead now up to 23.
26. Dolphins 3.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Dolphins offense returning to the field a final time before the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Here's Willis to the air. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Made by Bobby Okereke. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. We begin at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on Tampa Bay. And this is Baker Mayfield. He's going to locate Chris Godwin. That one on a dime, 40 yards for the touchdown. The Buccaneers with an important W. They didn't want to start 1-4, and they won't following their victory here. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And oh, it's the cheetah, Tyreek Hill. He's going to find a seam in the middle of the field and haul it in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Colts trying to get to 4-1, a good start, and they have the lead at the half. Lastly, our editors have made the call. Who's our impact player from Week 5? Well, it's this man. And it's Jalen Hurts. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Eagles move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. With that, here's a
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this second half. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Willis to throw it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he makes the house call. It's a pick 6 for Cincinnati. That right there, that takes just the right circumstances to happen. But man, a big boy pick 6, Brock, one of the most universally celebrated plays in this sport.
Look at the smile on your face.
I love it. Big boy touchdown. Come on now.
Well, I think you and a lot of fans are in it for the celebrations. Those big guys do so much work, and now they get their chance to play hero. It is a blast.
Setting up to try the point after. Sent right down the middle and good. And that adds yet another to their lead.
Dolphins 3.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Dolphins take over.
The Dolphins sending their offense back out
their
there.
own 21
And this game
yard line.
might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, there's such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Hot 70, hot 70.
The tight end going in motion right. Throwing on third down. Into the hands of Dulcin. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short, so expect a punt coming up here on fourth down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as any play, first, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Fields this clean at the 30. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Setting him on the dive. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Hit made by Josh Uche. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. I'll throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. It looks like they're marking a gain at about 25 yards. Like so many of the league's quarterbacks know how to do, this guy has really taken over much of this game, and it's been his dual threat ability that served as the catalyst for that.
And let's give him a lot of credit here, Kate, because he's the one who recognized there'd be opportunities aplenty to hit this defense with his legs. He's picked the right moments, picked his spots, and that stat line's benefited.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
You often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You've got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Finds a seam down the middle. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
That just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm. Receiver did his job securing the ball, and because of it, those chains are moving.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a throw. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Throwing from the gun here. Chased out to his right. And he's got it. It's in close. And he winds up a little short of that mark. Pretty obvious that the Bengals sideline disagreed with that last call. And now we've got a challenge.
Previous play is under review.
Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air. In any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Oh, they'll try and run it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Dolphins 3.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Miami sets to take over once again on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. A couple of yards on the catch leaves them 2nd and 8.
At the 28-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Now Willis looking to throw on 2nd down. Into the hands of Bell over the middle. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick it up here with Achane. Has the 1st and more past midfield. There he goes, right sideline. There it is, touchdown Miami. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. That takes another one off this deficit.
Dolphins 10.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25.
The Bengals take over first
The
and
Bengals and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. First call here coming from the shotgun. It's an option right that begins this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Back now, pressure coming. Has it downfield. It's Chase. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
That one's cut along the left sideline. He has him almost 30 yards on a big play. First down coming up.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll pitch it out to him. Home to the right. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Genty. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. He rolls to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
They pitch it out to him here. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Willis now. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. Now this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Dolphins who have the ball, hoping they can flip the script because this game has been a nightmare for them so far. Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. It's Achan on the inside give. He's brought down, play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that is a Miami 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Staying on the ground here with Achan. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, Willis. Stepping up, and he's going to run.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
3rd down run from Achan. That play's going to be cut down after a gain of 2. And it's going to be good for a Dolphins 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Dolphins 1st down.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Willis. Here's a screen for Achan. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Last catch actually lost 2, so now it's 3rd and 12 here. To throw, here's Willis. Caught by Gordon out of the backfield. And out of bounds he goes, well short of that marker. That brings up 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
It's 4th down.
And they send a man in motion. Desperation time here on 4th. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Counter give to Genty. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
This is Genty on 2nd. Able to gain about 1 on the play. That's going to give Cincinnati the 1st. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
1 yard. 1st down, Bengals.
Going right back to Genty. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
I'm not seeing any signs of wear on those legs. In fact, I think this running back likes getting his number called. Eventually, sure, you're going to have to spell him, but right now he's in a pretty good rhythm.
Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now.
It's 3rd down.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Dante Trader with the pick.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the football. Run it.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
A give to Gordon, running left. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the give, it's Gordon. And he takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Here's Willis. Finds his back. Achane. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
19 Tiger.
We'll bring the tight end left. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Another give here to Genty. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Bengals about to move to a perfect 5-0 this season. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to Genty. Tackles with what looks to be about 3 yards. That's enough. Fresh set of downs coming their way.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Pick up of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22.
From the gun, it's Hall. And they're not going to get it. Stop short of the line to gain. This is going to be 4th down now. Well, running it was a long shot, right? We all knew that. And even with that small pickup, still a few yards away from moving those chains.
And I don't mind the run call. I really don't. Those can be very effective in those situations. But that defense, they were up for it, and they hit it before it got started. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach. because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins offense ready to get back to work here. Let's see what's coming up on their schedule. They will have one of the league's earliest byes next week. Then they'll be at the Jets. And after that, they'll return home ahead of a date with the Patriots. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Achane. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
So the Bengals take this one on the road. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bengals.